For most of us, this week officially marks the start of the holiday overeating season. From Thanksgiving to New Year's, packing on a couple of pounds, it's not uncommon. Those couple of pounds, though, may be symptoms of creeping obesity. Have you ever heard of this? I have not until this interview. Your weight creeping up on the scale could be more serious than you think. Joining us right now, nutritionist and author Tracy D. Mitchell. Thanks for being with us again.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so what exactly is creeping obesity?
So creeping obesity is exactly what it sounds. It's slow, very slow, but steady weight gain that doesn't come off. So oftentimes the holidays is when this ball really gets rolling. You gain maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 pounds. Not a big deal and nothing anyone should really worry about, but over the course of the years, those 2, 3 pounds that don't come off can add up very quickly to 20, 30 pounds. And so that's creeping obesity. We go to the doctor 10 years from now, all of a sudden those 30 pounds are on you, and that's incredibly unhealthy. And that's what we really need to slow down and stop.
I guess I didn't think of being 30 pounds overweight as being obese.
Well, it depends where you're starting from, and then if that continues to accumulate over what would be a more optimal weight, and we already have a problem with obesity in this country, by adding on those 2, 3 pounds, and then that accumulates, it might not be over the course of a year, it might be every few months, and then that slowly trickles up, and then we have a problem with additional weight gain.
Yeah, okay, so a lot of people are thinking about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I will be eating turkey and mashed potatoes and all the carbohydrates, but I do notice that there are certain foods that we can eat that cause us to be a little drowsy and just kind of completely kill our energy.
Yeah.
Some people call it a turkey coma, but there are a lot of foods that can make you feel kind of comatose.
Yes, absolutely, and that's very true. A lot of people call turkey the big culprit there, but in fact it's just the volume of food that we're eating. It's this, we send our blood sugar up really high, and then that blood sugar has to come crashing down, and that makes us really drowsy, tired, lethargic, sometimes bloated, all of those things. So maybe just watching the volume of food that we're eating, definitely enjoy it. Yeah. Eat your turkey, eat your potatoes, enjoy it, but watch the amount of food that you're eating.
Yeah, I know one thing about you that I love is that you eat what you want to eat.
Absolutely.
It's just there's a method to and a strategy to your eating. Okay, we have a viewer question I want to get in. Sarah in Chicago is asking, what are the best foods to avoid on Thanksgiving if I am battling belly bulge? What's the absolute worst food and why?
Okay, so there are 2 that come to top of my mind right now. One is going to be eating excessive amounts of refined carbohydrate. Now that's going to be a tough thing to tell people to do around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, stuffing.
and desserts, right? Anything like that. Sugary drinks. But really watch how much you're having. Maybe limit it to just 1. Your body should be able to handle it. And then the other thing that a lot of people don't think can cause a lot of belly bulge is caffeine. So watch the amount of caffeine that you're taking in, especially later on in the day. That's going to cause your cortisol levels to go up. That's going to trigger things going on in your belly that could cause bloating. And you really want to watch that. So excessive sugar or too much sugar, and watch the amount of caffeine that you're taking in.
Okay, I actually drink pineapple juice because for some reason pineapple juice has helped me feel like I'm digesting properly. I don't understand why. Is there anything else that you say that we need to drink in order to kind of keep our balance?
Well, pineapple juice has digestive enzymes in it, which probably works, which is why. But also just water. You know, just start drinking water. Start your day with water before you eat anything else. That can boost your metabolism by as much as 30%, which is a huge bang for your buck.
Perfect. And it's free. Well, I guess if you drink it from the tap, it's free. Kind of. You're still paying for water. All right. Thank you, Tracy.
You're very welcome.
Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.